Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Are you coming up? Coming. She's looking at my and wondering if she's actually allowed up because she knows she can't come up when I've got food. Oh, welcome to Tapping Tuesday. I'm pretty much in my pajamas, as I can see. Feeling a bit homely. I think I'm shifting over into my autumn week of my monthly cycle, and I'm so just a bit fatigued, and we've just finished a massive storm here in Takanaki. I'm just checking. Also, anyway, and the sun's out today, but what happens in winter is that whenever there's a storm that comes through, it generally ends up snowing on the mountain. So once the storm has passed, it gets freezing cold, freezing cold. So I'm basically, I mean, it's not really my pajamas because I'm like about me super naked. Is that too much information? But you know, this is like as close as I get to pajamas. Trackies, woolly jumper, got my celery juice, which is my first juice of the day. It's a shot of celery juice, and I normally have it after 12, but today I was feeling a bit shaky, and my body is tired, so I think it's just needing a little bit more. And I always listen to my body. Just coming on here, I didn't want to be feeling out of it. So if you are just getting settled, watching the replay, then arrive, get settled, take a minute to just breathe. And as you're getting centered, can you for a minute connect with the part of you that is God, the part of you that is higher, soul, wisdom, your center, your alignment, your inner guides. Just connect in this moment. Just take some big breaths there. Connecting with your heart. Just keep breathing into that space and just spend a few minutes there. Like this is like ourself, our truth, our truest embodiment, but we don't take a lot of time to spend in that energy. I mean, we do when we're doing shadow work, we're aiming to bring more of that energy just naturally into our body, but yeah, it can be nice to just like really present with it for a few minutes and just have permission, have that space. I'm giving you that space right now to just invite you to do that. So I'm going to pull a card today, and I'm using a deck that I haven't used in a long time. It wasn't my first deck. I think maybe it was my second, but it's very beautiful, and it's very big. You can see against my hands. It's called Heal Yourself, and it's by, I know it's mirrored, so back to front, but it's by Ina Bigel. And she has written a couple of really beautiful books as well, but I really love these cards. The cards are also very rich. But yeah, really this one. So if you are still feeling really centered, take a minute to ask a question or feel into what is your does your soul want you to remove right now? Just see what comes up. And if you're watching the replay, comment. Let us know what came out. What does your soul want you to know right now? And maybe that's something that we can tap on next week, or maybe it is connected with this card. And this is the card of pride. It's not getting so much clear, but I can't really. Really pretty artwork on these cards. So let's take a minute to read what pride has to tell us. You may be acting out of arrogance and vanity. Humility is the key. When you are prideful, you can become harsh and not conscious of your weaknesses. This can temporarily make you feel more powerful and superior to others, whilst at the same time cause you to be judgmental, unteachable, and hardened. Have you been fighting, quarreling, and disagreeing with others? Are you always trying to prove a point and defend your position? Do you think that you are always right? By holding on to shadow pride, you are stopping yourself from progressing mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. While overestimating your importance stop overestimating your importance and learn to be humble. When you are too proud, you cannot hear other people's advice and cannot receive their assistance. Empowerment means that you can be soft, caring, aware, and gentle. Recognize that you need other people's support to achieve true success. What this is calling forward for me is, sorry, I'm just quickly checking the wording room. Separation. We often fall back on this belief that we're all separate, but we've actually all been created from the same energy. So whether we believe that we are the God of our reality and we've created all the people in our reality, or whether we believe there's a higher God, a higher source energy, and we've all been created in that energy. Either way, we're all created from the same energy. Therefore, other people in our environment are still a reflection of us, because we're actually all the same energy. We're all part of the same flow. We're all part of the same God. What's another way I can put this? Every person in your reality is an extension of you. They are part of your energy that has come out of your body and out of your it's not really out of your experience because they're still in your reality, but it's not part of your body and taken up a form as another human being, but it's your energy. So when we feel superior to others, we are forgetting that others are actually just an extension of us. We're forgetting that they are us. We're forgetting that everything that they're showing us is just our energy trying to show something to us, like a messenger. So yeah, I think that's a really beautiful remembrance for us to tap into today, remembering that we're actually all one, just separated into different forms. That people in our environment are reflections of us because they are our energy. They are a form of our energy, and they are here to bring us something. Oftentimes it's a lesson of some sort to teach us something. But yeah, they've come into our experience because our energy has been calling them closer. So how I kind of view this is that everything in the world is just an extension of my energy. It's my energy that's taken up a form in my reality for me. And the closer it is to my experience is just the closeness that my energy has been calling it in for whatever reason. So, you can start to look at the way that we manifest through that perspective. But we don't really need to go into that today. Let's do some tapping. I can get easily distracted, especially when I'm tired. If you've got water, have a drink of water. Feel free to pause, go grab some water if you need to. Why do we need water when we're tapping? Water is earth energy, and earth energy is our natural frequency. And when we're out in the world, being affected by all these different frequencies, we get out of alignment with our natural frequency. And this is why we love nature so much. This is why nature feels so good to us, because it is bringing us back into our natural frequency. It is recalibrating our frequency to what it's supposed to be. So water does the same thing. You may find that when you shower, you get all these like downloads or creative ideas, or you get like lots of wisdom and guidance or inspiration. It's that connection, especially because when we're in the shower, it's coming up from the earth. Well, not in my case, but often the water's coming up from under the earth. So yeah, it's a form of grounding. And so I really encourage you to drink water when you're tapping, before and after. It helps to shift the energy, and it helps to recalibrate your frequency and energy as we go. All right, so starting on the karate chop point, and just repeat after me. Even though sometimes I get a bit full of myself, I get all up in my ego, get overtaken with shadow pride, and I kind of turn into someone I don't want to be. Even though this happens to me occasionally, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though sometimes I forget the truth, forget that we're all one, and no living being is superior to another. Even though I forget this truth, I deeply and completely love and accept it. And even though my arrogance comes out to play just every now and then, deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. Sometimes I can be a little bit arrogant. I can think I know better than everybody. Sometimes think I do better than everybody. And the shadow part of this is that I become judgmental. And I can sometimes separate myself from others. Try to boss them around. Try to make them feel less than. To prove my importance. Prove how good I am at whatever. To prove that I know better. And I know that most of the time, this is coming from love and wanting to help others. It's not really helpful. If I'm just making them feel like shit. If I make them feel like my worthiness and my knowledge just proves that they aren't worthy and they aren't good enough. No matter what I know that other people don't, it doesn't make me better than them. No matter what I do or in which ways I'm embodied, that other people aren't, it does not make me better than them. We are all inherently worthy, just as we are. No matter which part of our journey we're on. Because I know that we're all the same energy. I know that everyone in my experience, in my reality, are just versions of me taking physical form. But when I'm putting them down, or judging all over them, I'm just putting myself down. And I'm just judging all over that part of myself. Instead of showing love. Instead of witnessing the lessons. Just breathing to just feel into that space now of being with someone that maybe does need a bit of guidance or a bit of help. Knowing that you have the answers. Just take some deep breaths and be present with them. And feel into that heart space that we went to before. If you need to, just recall a loving memory. Let that love wash over you. And the vibration of love. And then see yourself opening up from your heart to that other person. acknowledging that you can share your thoughts and feelings, how you like to look at that situation when you're up against it in your own life. And then acknowledging that you can't make someone take your advice. Detach from what they do with it. And no matter what they do with it, you can still love on them and hope and wish them the best anyway. You can still hope that they find the outcome that they're looking for, even if it's not from your guide. So remember that they are part of you. Therefore, their wins are actually your wins too. And then I want you to picture yourself leaving that connection and internalizing some lessons. What is that person going through that you could maybe learn from? How is their situation a reflection of something in your world or something in your shadow? And whatever comes up, you can acknowledge, you can trust that that person came in to your experience with that problem in order for you to witness how it relates to you, because it's ready to be healed and let go. Your energy calls to their energy exactly when you need it, exactly how you need it. Because it's actually all one energy. Every relationship in your life, every relationship in my life is another mirror, another reflection of me, another way to witness myself and to follow the guidance of my energy. And I'm so grateful for those experiences. And I am so grateful for the opportunity to let go of ego shadow and step into and embody more love. Because all the love I have to share goes out into the world to be magnified. And build up momentum and grow into this massive tidal wave and come around back to me. And so my experience of love continues to grow. And that's what I'm here for. Take a big breath. Let it out slowly. Move your body however you need to, just shake off that energy. Ugh. That's fun. I'm really curious to know, do you witness your relationships this way? Do you even believe in my perspective on relationships? Probably quite, I know it gets talked about that people are a mirror to us often, but I think, yeah, the way I kind of view it, probably, I don't know that I've ever heard shared it that way before, so I'm not sure if that even lands with you, but I'd love to hear. Really open to your perspectives, and because you are a reflection of me, always here to teach me something. And I'd also love to know who challenges you the most in your life, and do you have any reflections around what they're teaching you, what they are reflecting back to you, what personal shadows are they triggering or showing you, mirroring to you? Mine is definitely my kids, so I will go and maybe do some reflection on that. I'd love to hear in the comments on this replay if there's anything that you reflect on and come up with. And I will see you next week. Let me know if there's anything in particular you want to tap on. I love hearing requests, and I'll see you soon.